I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a lot of dead skin cells around this. So you can tell he's had this for a hot minute. You can tell he's never cleaned it. What's up, y'all? I'm back at it again. So what we're going to need to clean this, we're going to need, what is this? And I use 99% alcohol, but I've been told that anything above 70% is okay. I like 99% because I'm that guy. Toothbrush to brush, obviously a nylon wire brush, a screwdriver, 00 Phillips head. This is honestly the only one that we need, and that's to get the 4 back screws and a couple of screws in here. We're going to need something to pry it open after we unscrew it, and I found that this tool works really well. And just in case, we'll also take out a pick. Alright. And then some of these Q-tips. We might need them, we might not. Let's crack this baby open. We got those 4 screws out. Now here comes the tricky part that requires some prying. And don't be afraid when you hear all the clicks and the clacks and stuff like that. Just make sure to be gentle. Get your thing in there. Pry it out. The thing I don't like about these controllers, doesn't matter how many times you pry it open, they just find a way to connect themselves. Alright, so now we got it open. We have to be careful because these 2 parts are connected by this ribbon cable. So we'll just yank the ribbon cable out here nice and easy. Set that off to the side. And then we get a look inside of the controller. So before we go any deeper, we're gonna go here. So if you have any speculation that your controller isn't charging, there's 2 places you ought to look. First, the battery, and we'll plug the battery out from here, right? And then we'll take it out. Now, lucky for my buddy, this battery is old, obviously, because it's from a PlayStation 4 controller. It wasn't bulging, so I didn't have to replace it. Now, also, another thing, which isn't so serious, but also could be, is this charging port. If that little plastic tip, or whatever you want to call that protrusion, is against the wall, that means it's not plugging up to the charger properly, and it's not getting a good charge. And how you would take it out is you would remove this little plastic foam piece in here, being gentle not to rip it off too quickly because you might damage the adhesive or the ribbon or the little rubbery piece, foamy piece itself. And then you're going to take this white piece, basically just lift up on the right side so that it slides out, and then pull it away. And then once you do that, you can take this piece out. You just once again lift it up on the right side and pull it out. Pop this baby out. And then here, wrong tool, we'll just take the screw out. And then that'll give you access to pull this out. We're going to give that a little scrub too. And then with this, the only thing we have to worry about is this sticker. But if we really didn't care about that, we could stick this whole thing into some hot water, some hot soapy water. And honestly, I think I'm going to do that. Just be careful not to brush that too hard in the back. For this part, what we're going to do is unscrew this screw. Set that off to the side. Remove the battery holder, this ribbon cable right here. We're going to remove that just by pulling it out, being careful not to damage it. And then we just remove it. And then of course we've got the gel pads for the buttons. Just flip that out. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a lot of dead skin cells around this. So you can tell he's had this for a hot minute. You can tell he's never cleaned it. But I do want to remove the analog sticks because they need a good cleaning as well. I think we'll just leave the buttons where they are and scrub around them. I'm gonna go and get some hot soapy water, dunk these in there, let them sit for a while, and then we'll clean all of the parts that have electrical components. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright y'all, we're back. So we got ourselves that nice hot soapy water. And give this a little mix. Start with this. 99%. Next is this bad boy. Space right here. The last thing like this. About to pop out a new toy here, chat. Give me just a second. One of these. It's basically a blow dryer, but it's a really bad blow dryer. Now we can set these pieces aside. Let's turn it on. I need to get those pieces out. That's disgusting. I'm gonna go grab a little cup of water so we could dip these in and rinse them off. Dump these in here, rinse them off. Handy dandy towel. I think this has been there long enough. There is a lot, at least of the two that I've cleaned. There's a lot of gunk in the holes for the screws. So this is the tricky part. I have to feed this tiny little ribbon cable through this hole right here. Oh, we got it. Just fish that back in there. Screw this bad boy back in place. Alright. Next, put the battery in. Bam. Okay, lastly, we gotta take this blue ribbon cable and we gotta stuff it back in here. Perfect. Alright. And then gently get it back together. Battery. There we go. Once everything's good, just snap everything back together. Tighten the screws. Screw it back up. Alright. Chat, you might not be able to see it, but I can see it. This looks a million times cleaner than when I got it. Now it's time to test the thing. Alright, chat. So I'm going to plug in this PlayStation 4 controller. Alright, so press a button. Okay, we got it to work. So that's good. Let's test it out. It's working. And now we will play a game. So I am tapping the X button right now just to make sure that, it's working or whatever. I'm about to... Ooh. So it works, chat. It works.